43A, take 3. Action. Thinking about the time that has passed. You're hollow. You're not even sure you want to go to the gallery, but your feet are taking you there. You're almost there. Your feet have brought you here. Stop. You know where you are. Look at it. Take a step closer. Through the window, you see the show. You see the art. And most of all, you see Franny. She's more than you ever could be. She destroyed you, but you love her. Let the smile come. Cut.
Scene 44A, take 2.
Action. Ready. Cut. That's the end of the movie.
Was that enough?
You would have got us.
Artists create, transform, and destroy. They find bodies and capture them, own them, tether themselves to immortality. Symbiotic parasites.
Scene 42B, take 4.
Action. All right, I want you to run the whole movie in your head. Beginning to end. Book is boring. The memories are stronger. Now, waitress.
I'll take that. What are you reading?
Embezzlement and white-collar crime.
Oh, that's no fun.
They're the real criminals.
I guess I like a juicy murder.
Ring. Hey, Goodman. It's for you.
Tell them I'm off duty. Somewhere I need to be.
Cut.
Check the gate, and that's a wrap for today.
Oh, that was so much fun. Fantastic to work with you, Mr. Greenwood.
You can call me Carl.
Samson has been robbed of his strength. Do you feel like a new man?
I was starting to get used to the hippie look.
And now the shave. Your fans like you clean shaven?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a go? Mustn't cut his throat. We only have the ending, that's not enough. Just a nick. I'll grab a tissue.
42D, take 2.
Action.
That's not how Carl holds a cigarette.
It is now. Cut.
36 Alpha, take 2.
Action. What can you do? What should you do? Are there two parts to Goodman's mind or just one? What do you want? Are you in love with Marissa? Are you really? You have to let Olga go. But what then? Drink the coffee and go. Cut!
You want one with the background? We have them here.
No, I like seeing Goodman.
Scene 2B, take 4.
I will keep running this until we've knocked the charisma out of you, Carl. Goodman is as handsome as you are, but he's less aware of it. Action.
All done?
A couple hundred pages left.
All that reading, you'll go blind. I personally believe you learn more psychology in a week working tables than you do reading a textbook.
Deviant psychology, though.
This is New York.
How about a wager?
Another game.
Next customer walks in, we both write down which table they're gonna pick.
Deal. Where you get your shirts? They're nice.
Kensington Taylor's on 12th Street.
I picked some up for my brother.
They're expensive.
That's okay. My brother's more of a tracksuit and vest kind of guy. Oh, hey, Tony. I got a table for you right over here. Yep, right here. I'll get you some coffee, okay? No hard feelings. All's fair in love and war.
It was a draw.
Jesus. You're the deviant. Ugh. Anyhow, I don't date cops.
Ring, ring. Hey, Goodman. Phone call for you. The precinct.
Cut. That's good. Ready to move on to the standing close-ups? Miss Perkins, you can flirt with Carl now.
Okay. Hey, you need some change?
Buy your brother a shirt.
Mr. Greenwood. How's filming going on your new motion picture?
That's good. We shot the end first, now we're shooting the beginning. I like the character. He's a guy who's ruined by a woman. How did John put it? Hollowed out.
Is it novel to see a story where a woman uses and abandons a man?
I guess it's like a noir.
But here, Franny's not the bad one.
I guess that's the challenge with the filmmaking, how to make her a murderer and sympathetic.
The great miracle of this world is that women do so little murdering.
They should put that in the movie.
And Miss Marcel, a question for you. What does Carl Greenwood taste like? Good question.
That is a good question.
His mouth tastes like watermelon and whiskey. His sweat tastes like salted butter from Brittany. And his seed tastes like a Kumamoto oyster, freshly shot.
Carl Greenwood He really lived in the moment, which I think is not easy for most. He had something, I told him something warm and savory about him. I think he would have gone on to be an even bigger star. Poor Carl.
Scene 4A, take 3.
Action on background.
Wander, but let the tide pull you into frame. Action. Someone here already knows you're dead.
Are you a buyer?
Not tonight. I'm a cop. Marissa? Cut. Loved it. That was simple.
I think you got it. Everyone freeze. We want to get some rolling tone before we move on.
Action.
Are you a buyer?
Cut.
Hill slate. Scene 3D, take 2.
Background. Stay quiet. Ignore them. When we hear I'm a homicide detective, slowly start to look over and create a small buzz.
Scene 4B, take 3.
Action.
Was he a genius?
Undoubtedly.
You think they'll still think that in 100 years?
As long as rich men like buying paintings of naked girls. Yeah.
What kind of art do you like, Miss?
Franny. I like art that touches infinity. This. Not this. I like fucking, I just don't think it's great art. Do you want to go get a drink somewhere else?
Oh, I'm working. I'm a homicide detective. I'm here because we found Minsky. Dead. I particularly wanted to tell you that before everyone else to see a reaction. He was a difficult man.
I guess someone will interview me for the book they write about his life. And I will tell them that he was okay. They won't ask about me.
When was the last time you saw him? Alive?
Yesterday, breakfast.
You two were lovers?
He was his own lover. I was his muse. First I stayed because he needed me to.
We should talk somewhere more private.
A bar.
The station.
Will you drive me?
I'll have an officer drive you. I'll walk to you.
Cut. Love it. Love the chemistry. Should we do 2 shots inside and paint in the background?
You hear that? We got chemistry.
Can we reset the champagne?
You tamed fire, and then found a way to make it a pleasure.
Hi. Come join me on this behind the scenes of our movie, Minsky. This is where we're shooting the warehouse, which is where a lot of the artists hang out in the story. My character Franny comes here sometimes. She's a muse and an artist herself. We've been working a lot with artists in the New York scene. They have a lot of interesting ideas about how art is made, what art is. A person can be art if they're packaged right.
I'm very excited to meet Douglas Simons. I'm a big fan.
Billy really likes gladiator books.
Tell us about Franny.
Franny is an interesting character. I think she's more of a modern woman than I am. I would like to be modern like her.
What makes Franny modern?
Good question. I think there's not... She doesn't have a single moral hang-up. She's not ashamed, and she's willing to, well, to kill the old way of doing things. She's killing it and moving on. Perhaps I shouldn't say that.
Okay, we'll strike that. How is this movie different from your first movie? Do you feel like you've grown?
Yes, for sure. Well, I think the movies are also different. In Ambrosio, I was playing someone quite radical, but she was an idea, a fantasy of a sort. But Franny, I want to put some flesh and bones on the idea. She's a human being, most of all. I think that's what makes her so modern. She's very present. She exists in the moment in a way that is hard for a lot of us to achieve.
Great. Let's cut here.
Scene 22B, take 1.
Action. Cue Billy.
Well, someone didn't waste too much time. Minsky's body is still warm.
Oh, sorry.
We're the wrong way around.
All right, keep rolling from the top. Action. Billy?
Well, someone didn't waste too much time. Minsky's body is still warm.
You look different, detective. Did you lose your virginity?
Detective Goodman thinks that Minsky's ex is in town. Olga Raknov?
And here's me thinking this is a social call.
Is he still a cop?
I think so.
Have you seen Olga? I saw her at the Minsky show. She was wearing some special earrings, Minsky originals.
She's Minsky's type. Eastern European beauty queens with nice tits. No offense, Franny. I think I've seen her around.
I've seen her in '88. She sits at the bar and eyeballs everyone coming in.
88.
Oh, you're gonna like this.
Ah, that line. 88. Is it me or is it the line? Club 88? What's an 88?
Do we need it?
How did I see it in the reads?
We can just pick this up in the close-up, right, John?
Yes, Marissa, cut.
Scene 5B, take 1.
Oh. Marissa's wearing pants. Action.
Now you can proposition me.
You argued with him yesterday morning?
Most mornings. It was how he woke up. With a grudge and a heart-on.
His diary doesn't mention any kind of argument. On the days it does.
Do you need permission to read his diary?
No. We have to check in case he wrote and killed him.
You want to do what to me?
For the record, those words were a deliberate provocation.
Ruby confirmed the cause of death. Asphyxia. She puts the time of death at 11 p.m.
Should I be hearing this?
Did we get it right?
Hey, I've been here for a few hours. You should arrest me or give me something to eat.
Where were you last night?
I was at the warehouse. It's a studio, a hangout, a party. I crash there sometimes.
Write the address for me.
get us some food and take her home.
Is he a good detective?
He thinks he's the best.
Beautiful. Carl, I wasn't joking. Look at the table.
I've been in a few rooms like this one. Maybe this is a nice one. You can break the forces of human civilization into two. One, the urge to control and to destroy. I guess motivated by fear. We can call that the law. And then there's the urge to create, to heal, motivated by love. The artist. Every important conflict in history comes down to the law versus the artist. It's hard because the artist acts as an individual, as the law as an army. If you don't love enough, it's easy to find yourself on the side of the law, even if you think you're an artist. The ultimate form of control is incarceration. To have years taken away from you is a greater violence than simple murder. I'd rather be executed than in prison. The loss of freedom is felt more strongly if you're born with infinite freedom. I was once kept in the Bastille. Food was excellent. But I ended up begging for the guillotine, which was not as fatal as they would have you believe. You can judge a society by the quality of its executions. I've been hanged, I've been guillotined, I've been drowned as a witch, I've been crucified. Crucifixion is a painful one, but the aesthetics of it are remarkable, which was the point. Fire is the killer. You don't come back from complete cremation to normal.
Scene 13C, take 2.
Action.
There's a lot of Frankies in New York. I don't usually ask for surnames. If you want to see Italian stuff that Billy likes to watch fun.
You tell me.
Do you like to watch detective? Seems like a very detective kind of kink, but you're not bad.
Detectives don't have time for kinks.
The job is the kink.
Frankie sent to work.
Still nothing?
Cut. Hey, can we go again? I was out there.
You saw that?
Carl Greenwood.
Yeah,
What's your real name?
that is my real name. Carl Greenwood Jr. My father was Carl Greenwood Sr.
Sounds like a movie name.
Didn't until I became a movie star.
Before you said there can be too much freedom.
And
What kind of freedom?
Sexual freedom, political freedom, financial freedom. I feel like society needs some limits, rules.
I don't mean to be provocative, dear, but I wonder if it's seeing other people have freedom that worries you.
Is this,
How many women have you bedded, Carl Greenwood?
somewhere between 150 and 200 women?
So you appreciate the freedom to fuck 200 women, but would you be happy for those women to go and fuck 200 people? You're fine if I fucked every person in this room?
Well, have you?
You only live once.
Natasha. You're okay with this, Dan?
Why me? Am I the boss, Marissa?
You are.
You're a conservative slut, Carl.
If I was queer, you'd think I was a hero for that.
But you're not queer.
Okay, I'm gonna be happy when Douglas comes back and you can all pick on him for being a dinosaur.
Douglas gets a pass because he's an icon. To Douglas.
Here he is.
41 abracadabra, take one.
Action. Read it. They perverted you. She broke you, Carl. Got the lighter? It's the worst thing you've ever done.
Don't burn your fingers.
Guts. Let's go again. We got about 10 minutes of light left.
Scene 8A, take 2.
Settle down. Action.
We found plaster and some cloth fibers.
Someone made a mask of his face.
Before or after death?
Before.
They usually have a tube. We figure he let himself be cast, but the killer cut off the air supply. The penis was cut off post-mortem, though the condition of the corpus cavernosum and the amount of blood does suggest it was erect when this happened, so probably soon after death.
Jesus. When does a crime scene begin?
A crime scene begins at the point where the suspect changes intent into action.
And who had the intent?
Much in there about our muse?
Well, nothing incriminating. Some of it's in code, though.
Might just be doodles.
Always has his head in a book, missing what's right in front of his eyes.
I think he really thinks she didn't do it.
I think he wants to fuck her.
I don't think Goodman fucks.
Cut!
He's alive!
Scene 40B, take 3.
Action.
Some evidence, personal effects. Minus an earring. There's a confession in there, huh?
Thanks.
Take two. Action.
Taking Olga Lebenev to the interview room?
Sure, I can grab her for you. You know, she's quieted down since they brought her in. Screaming blue murder in Russian when she got here. Jesus fucking Christ!
Cut.
She must have hid the area. Fucking hell.
She's dead?
She's dead. Looks sad.
She always looks sad in his paintings.
Oh, Christ. What a mess. Get to skip trial at least.
Blinked. Fuck. Sorry, come around. Fail safe. 39C, take 3.
Let's break for lunch. We'll go get at it.
Breaking for lunch, hot set.
One asshole, take 7.
One more time. I'm fucking freezing here. You're gonna kill me.
Action. You saw the briefs again. Think we need to lose him?
Oh, you've got enough. We're done with this shot. No one is gonna care whether or not I have briefs on. They're too busy looking at Marissa cavorting around.
Ruins the shot, Douglas. You lie there. I'll direct.
We're done.
We're going again.
No, I think not. Never in my career have I been expected to work like this. You, sir? You're not a director. You're a fucking pervert with a camera.
I think we need a new Minsky. But I have an idea.
My name is John Durick. I'm 6'3", 42 years old, and I will be auditioning for the role of Minsky.
Scene 33B, take 1.
You ready, Thomas? Keep it loose. Let Marissa lead you. Action. You are nothing without me. You will always be a footnote in my biography.
You didn't create me.
This doesn't feel right. Keep rolling. It's not just an argument, right? Let's take it to the bed. It's foreplay. It's a wrestling match.
Yeah, I love it.
Come down here. We're just gonna go for it. Keep up. Okay. You ready? You are nothing without me.
You will always be a footnote in my biography.
You didn't create me.
Yes, I did. I found you and I made you what you are. There are millions of pretty girls and I made you singular. You are as much a creation of Minsky as all these paintings.
Without me, you cannot paint. I will leave you, and I will sell my own paintings, and I will forget you, and you will be alone.
A model who paints is amusing, like a dog who walks on two legs. People will find you amusing for a while. It is impossible for you to be an artist.
I will kill you.
You lack the masculine power for that kind of violence. Let's fuck, and tomorrow you can apologize.
Tomorrow I will kill you.
And cut!
Fuck Douglas Simon.
Fuck Douglas Simons. You're not who I thought you were. What I thought you were. It's a lot. What you did was horrific.
I wanted to be like you.
I thought you wanted to be with me.
It's the same.
Should I be scared of you?
This isn't the reaction that I wanted.
What happened?
The other one told me you'd disappoint me.
He's dead. I was trying to help you. I made this movie for you.
For yourself.
Team 3A, take one.
All right. Keep it loose, Marissa.
This is gonna be fun.
Action.
The scene's been trashed. Vital and good evidence destroyed. Would everyone below the rank of sergeant clear the hell out of here? Is that understood? I want no more than 3 cops in here. That's 3 living cops and a dead body. Unless there's more. Bodies, I mean.
Oh, I wasn't.
I'm sure you weren't.
So this guy likes tits, huh? I read in the paper he was fucking his model. She's not even half his age.
Genius doesn't age.
Yeah, I bet she did it. It's always the girlfriend.
Forensics.
Sorry, Detective. I bawled them out, but nobody listened. It was like a party when I got here. I even got a hold of someone who listened with the department.
Well, the department made a pretty good mess all by itself.
I spoke to the neighbor.
The one who discovered the body.
A guy with a girl's name, Allison. So Mr. Minsky was expected at a gallery event, but didn't show, so they rang and asked Allison to call in on him.
Be friendly with the victim.
Says he modeled for him.
I thought Minsky only painted women.
He's got a girl's name. Says he was booked to come around tomorrow at 2 o'clock, so He was expecting to be alive tomorrow.
Like Clue.
He wasn't expecting to be murdered. Good work. Dead, naked celebrity. Paul Goodman.
There's a missing penis, too. You're Mr. Sex Murder.
He didn't bleed much.
I figure the penis was cut off after the heart had stopped beating. The real cause of death was asphyxia. Given the nakedness and penis disfigurement, I say sexual asphyxia.
Well, I don't see anything to do with the asphyxiing. He didn't choke himself.
There's external signs of hypoxia, that he wasn't smothered or strangled. No defense marks, no bruises. I'm guessing mask or gag. They took the murder weapon away.
I always do.
Deviant psychology.
Indeed. Well, I'd better head off.
Already?
Allison said Minsky's expected at a gallery show. It's a perfect chance to canvass the suspects. I'll come back after.
I'll be here.
Be subtle, have 10 uncles for bear witness.
Blood, semen, hair, tissue, spittle, urine, feces, vomit.
There's a reason they invented a mnemonic for that.
Make sure you enter that book you picked up in the ledger.
Of course. I missed the protocol. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not break chain of evidence. Homicide investigation is a sacred mission from God. We speak for the dead who have no voice.
Cut! Looks fucking great from down here. Should we do one more for fun?
I could do this all day.
His imagination was lesser than I thought. It wasn't as great as I wanted it to be.
Action. Took a good bite out of that. Cut.
Sales? Scene 3D, take 2. Scene 10A, take 2.
Action.
You could have knocked. Would you like to come in?
Cut.
Help! She's crazy!
Come inside. You're going to come in. It's hard to say no.
Scene 10B, take 1.
Do you think your audience will read something into your playing Minsky yourself?
This is the sort of thing audiences tend to do. Just hope they don't assume I did it out of arrogance.
John Huston played Noah in his own movie.
Yes, but he's done that before. And that was De Laurentiis' movie, and he's John Huston. They'll assume I'm sleeping with him.
But you're a terrible man.
Ah, look who it is. My handsome co-star.
Long time no see.
Carl? What happened?
I'm really excited about this movie we're making together. John, Marissa.